Hey, it's Rich Tehrani with TMC. Thanks for watching. We're at Cloud Expo 2012. We're in Santa Clara, California. I'm standing just outside the Vyatta booth, and on our program, Dan, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Last time I saw you, you were in another organization, and now you're at Vyatta, and we're thrilled to have you back in the program.
Thanks very much. I'm thrilled to be with Vyatta and great talking to you again.
So since it's maybe my first time, I believe it is, interviewing anyone from the organization, maybe you can give us an overview of what it is you do.
Sure, what we make is routers that are all software based. So where you would have a Cisco router or some other kind of router that's a large piece of equipment, our routers are entirely based in software, so they give you a lot more flexibility in how you can deploy them. You can deploy them all over your data center.
Okay, so if I was a competitor, I'd say, okay, I've got a hardware-based system and I've got purpose-built hardware and it's the best hardware in the world and it's designed just for routing and it's secure and blah, 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 blah. I'd say go on and on and on. How does a software router company argue that their solution is better?
You really need both. It's not one or the other, you need both. The hardware routers can build out the infrastructure, connect you to corporate resources, connect to the very high-speed internet access. The software routers are a different story because it's all about agility. What you can do with the software routers is as you're creating compute infrastructure, as you're using virtualization to create more and more capacity and deploy that in your data center, you can deploy routers right alongside of it to create the kind of complex, rich networks that people are used to. So they can get their work done in a more efficient way with the software router taking care of the connectivity between the application parts in the virtual world.
Okay, so can you contrast that to SDN, or is it similar?
It's complementary to SDN, and in fact we think that our technology is a great enabler for SDN. With SDN, you're taking a data center and carving it up into virtual networks, carving it into virtual slices. You still have to connect them to each other or connect them out to centralized resources. So we have a software-based router that has firewall security built into it that gives you a great way to jump from one SDN-created pool of resources to another one or out to the outside world.
Excellent. Now, you recently had some big news, and I was hoping you'd share that with us.
Fantastic news. We learned on Monday that Brocade has announced an intention to acquire Vyatta. The deal we expect will close sometime during Q4. And Brocade is a fantastic company which has a very strong line of networking products, extending all the way up to extremely fast switches and routers. At the same time, they've been investing heavily in SDN, software-defined networking, and they agree, like we do, that networks need to be fluid and agile and need to change. The way people are building out their data centers now, capacity is scaling up, scaling down, new business requirements are driving instant change in the data center, and you need equipment that can conform to that and react to that. And so we think the combination of Brocade and Vyatta is very strong for that application.
Excellent. Now, I realize that the company, because you have this acquisition offer, you may not be able to answer this fully, but I'm going to ask anyway. Can you tell us what's next for the company, what sorts of things customers can expect?
I can, and I think it's all about orchestration. It's all about being able to have, from a single chair, be able to call up these resources, connect them together in the right way, and make the data center truly real-time reactive. Both Brocade and Vyatta have strong roadmap toward OpenStack and other kinds of orchestration platforms that'll let you really tie it all together and make it automated.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.